Hey, hey, hey. How are we all? Good evening. Welcome to ROX Box. I hope we're all well. So, first bit of housekeeping before we go on tonight's subject. So, just to check in on all you lovelies that have done your connections. If you just want to pop them in. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Lucy. Hope we're all well. Why you guys are writing your connections, just give you a little heads up for tomorrow. So, hey, Bal. So I've just today video messaged the lovely Jo, and she's coming on tomorrow night. So we'll do the little bit of connections first, like we always do. Then we'll welcome her in, and then we will discuss a little bit about her background, how she got into a spiritual path. Then we'll talk a little bit about energy clearing, either out of our physical selves or out of houses. So house clearing, energy clearing. And then she will do a little bit of oracle with us as well. So pulling a card out, doing a one card reading. And then she is also one with mediumship. So should anybody's ancestors from the other side are here, she will tap into that. And if anyone comes through for her, she will bring them through for us. If that does happen, I'm not guaranteeing that anyone will come through, but should somebody do come through, I would really appreciate it if you can take that message, if you can come on screen, so she's got a clear, stronger connection then, and keeps it going, keeps the flow going. I will remove myself out of the screen. It will just be you and Jo doing that. So that will be tomorrow's talk, which I'm really looking forward to. She's a lovely, lovely lady. I'm really looking forward to that. So hi, Carolyn. Hi, Moon. So any connections at all, either from yesterday or if we've managed to connect with any of our crystal today? It's been an amazing day again. I actually went outside at 9:30 this morning with my 2 balls of wool and my knitting. The first time I've actually done any knitting this year. All my other projects all this year have been crocheted. So this is my first time of getting the needles out. And I was outside from 9:30 this morning till 2 o'clock, 2:30. So about 5 hours I've spent outside in this beautiful weather. So you might see that I'm a little bit rosy. I've not been on the rum. I've not been on the sherry. I've just been on the lovely outside beautiful sunshine. It's been nice. I'm energized, raring to go. And I hope you've all managed to enjoy the beautiful sunshine. So once we've gone through... Hey, Amanda. Oh, beautiful. I love green garnet. Fantastic, Amanda. And absolutely, and I know you're back at work, but just come in and out whenever you feel. And just make sure you're making a little journal for yourself, just making sure you're doing this for you. And when you can come on live, just top me up. Just let me know where you're at, how you felt. Okay. Hi, Anne. And then we will look at some crystals that can help aid in depression. So just to follow on from last night's crystals with anxiety, and just to let you know, obviously, if we are taking any medical advice with anxiety or with depression, please keep continuing with that. No matter how strongly resonating these crystals feel for you, by all means, bring them in and let them resonate with your energy, but keep taking the medical advice, please. Lucy, so you're green aventurine. So yesterday it took you to Australia. Call by me, Bruce. Throw another shrimp on the barbie. So I connected with my green aventurine again this morning. And like yesterday, I was in water, which is not a place I would normally feel safe. However, I was on the back of an abnormally massive sea turtle, who was looking after me. We were playing, jumping, and being carefree in the green, blue, sparkling water. As with yesterday, I was in Australia again. So another water theme with this crystal. Beautiful. Beautiful. And sea turtles. Now, like with turtles, with seals, those that go on land but go on water, for me, they are the keepers of the gateways. They link us in, and we can travel through this world, but we can also travel through the other world. Like they can go on the land, but then they can also go in the water. So transformation again with turtle there. And you've got the Australia, and you've got this being in the water, which is not your normal place. But you've got green aventurine. You've got that making your heart, making sure that your head is focused on that matter. So don't worry about that. And maybe look into more about the water. Maybe bring that water in. Even though you have a fear of water, I certainly think that this is making you realize that actually you need to start enjoying it more. We're dealing with the heart center here. Turtles come to you and you were playing, jumping and being carefree. So certainly leaving your fears behind and just go in, just take the plunge. So Anne connected with Andy and Rose Opal. Beautiful energy, very angelic, calming. I was floating on clouds. Absolutely. That's where all the clouds were. There's not been a cloud in the sky in Exeter, and that's because they were there. So that is beautiful. That's absolutely fine. That's fine. Doesn't matter whether it's green or whether it's pink. If you want to carry on with your pinks this week and then go into the greens next week, that is fine. But keep it, keep it to what your heart desires. This is for you guys. So it might be Rose Opal today. It might be a green one tomorrow. Go with what you're drawn to, Anne. You're doing a good job. And that makes so much sense. Good. I'm glad it does, because it is. It's, with green aventurine, we're working on ourselves, but we've got the quartz there. So it's what we're focusing on. But it's so joyful and fun. So just go with that energy. Okay. Is there any more for connections? If not, I will move on. Okay, so crystals for today are those who are going to help aid in us lifting our energy, lifting our mood. And there's some here that will bring it out and about all of a sudden. But then there's also some that are going to slowly ooze it out of us, because when we're dealing with subjects like depression, we don't want to go from Z to A straight away. We need to take baby steps. Sometimes we just need to just pop our head out the door, go, right, I've done that, close it. Thank you very much. That's it for today. and just take, like we're doing with the connections, we're layering it, building it up. And sometimes we need that when we've been through a bout of depression, when our moods have been low, when we have been at our lowest. We don't want to go from rock bottom to being on a trampoline. We don't want that. For some people, we can't rush that out of them. We need to just be what we want to be with and work on that. So the crystals I've got here, again, I've got 6 because it's such a lovely night. So I don't want to be on here forever. And 6 is a nice number. It's what I bring to the Shark Crib workshops is 6 stones. So I like to work in 6s. So the first crystal we work with, and again, please let me know. Do you know what? My arm feels like it's on fire. Might have to put some aloe vera on it later. And I might have to work out how to knit differently. Don't know if you can see my knitting elbow, because obviously I was knitting like that. So the sun's got me and I was stepping with a nice white patch. So yeah, and again, chip in, let me know what crystals you feel drawn to when your energies are low, when you need a fix, when you need a boost, a little pick me up. It'd be nice to have a little discussion with what you lot are drawn to. Okay. And even the crystals we used yesterday that were for anxiety, they can certainly jump into this field as well as, and same as the ones we're discussing today, can jump into yesterday's as well. So the first one we're going to look at, smoky quartz. Hey, Sarah. So beautiful. A member of the quartz family. But this is a real nice, powerful, but gentle grounding stone. So for some of us, cheers, Anne. I've got Roman. Is there such a thing as Roman chamomile, or I just made that up? If there's such a thing as Roman chamomile, Anne, that's the one I've got, is the Roman one. But I swear that's not. I've got my words muddled up again. I'm sure I have. But yeah, so this is powerful yet gentle grounding crystal. So this will help support us while we're dealing with what we are going through. So if we have got extreme depression, and if we're off going to see help, this will be a nice buddy to take alongside to really help be in that energy of therapy work, group work, whatever it is, medication, to hold on to smoky quartz is really nice to ground us, but again, not strong. It's powerful but gentle. We still have that nice air element there. And smoky quartz is really good at releasing negativity. So anything at all that we're holding on to that we don't need there, that's not going to help, it's going to help us to release it. Also, smoky quartz is quite a nice one to aid with medication. It's a really nice one to allow the medication to flow around. The air element of smoky quartz allows the stuff in the medication to go to where it needs to go at quite a nice, quick place. So I always recommend smoky quartz for those who are having chemo, because it allows the chemo to work faster. Therefore, it's going to be leaving the body a lot quicker. So again, these are just guidelines to aid in us. We're not replacing anything medical with these crystals. So yeah, so any repercussions, if we, if we took 10 steps forward and then one day we're taking one step back, bring out the smoky quartz. And just allow us just to, right, okay, this is where I'm at now. Let's put my flag. This is where I've progressed to. I'm not going to go back. This is now my home. Because sometimes it's just about relating to that situation you're in. We're now building up, and sometimes we're going to be in an alienated territory. We're going to feel weird not experiencing these feelings or experiencing new feelings. So we need to just get a grip on that and just ground in that and go, okay, I feel good on this. Now can I move on? So smoke quartz is really good just to give us that grip, give us that hold to be, okay, now breathe, relax, we're okay. And anything that's around us that wants to get in to be like, no, you need to go back. You need to, you stepped on the snake's head. You need to go down the snake. The smoke quartz is going to be there, releasing that negativity, keeping those thought patterns at bay. We're not going to let that penetrate our aura or our personal physical being. Keep that at the door. So I love smoky quartz for that. Okay, and carry a nice heart, give yourself some love. And especially at the moment, what we're going through, I've seen on Facebook so many people who have that wobble, that day where they just have a wobble and, cracks are starting to show. On a basis, that is fine. That just shows nothing more, but we're relating and that we are in tune with what is going on in the world, and we are picking up on that, which, for little bits, it's perfectly fine. It's if we then find ourselves going down, if we're there, have a wobble, and then the next day we're up there, that's fine. It's if we're there, and then there, and then there, and then there, and then we're feeding that fear. We're going into that mode, and it's affecting our day-to-day lives. Then that's when we need to take action, grab it by the horns. So we can still hold a crystal while we have our daily, that wobble. We can still, smoky quartz would be a brilliant crystal to hold while we're having that, because whatever's coming in that we're wobbling about or get upset about, it's just going straight back out, straight back out, straight back out. Not even giving us a second to think of it. It's like, yeah, out, gone. Powers that be, the smoky quartz. Okay, and then the next one for me is more for those, when we need to look on the brighter side of life, when we need to look at what we have already got, and appreciate what we've got. So this is if we are, if our moods are affected by what other people are doing, what other people have got, what you see them on Facebook, and we're just like, by seeing that can influence our mind. That can really influence our well-being. We can be detrimented by that, and it can affect our personal well-being by seeing what other people are doing, what we're not doing, and we could, that could ebb our energy, that could drain it. So for me, orange calcite. Allow us to look at the brighter side of life. Allow us to bask in our own power, bask in our own sunshine, and just be like, yeah, okay, you've got nice weather over there. I'll bring in the orange calcite, and and it does wonders. Yeah, this is for those who have that fear of missing out. Is it FOMO? Fear of missing out. When you're sitting at home and you're seeing that all your friends, I mean, not now because we're all on lockdown, but if you're at home but you're seeing all your friends are meeting up or they're doing something, you're like, what? You know, and it gets you in a grump. Bring in the sunstone. Let it lift your mood. Let it smile and just be like, you know what? Whatever. We make the best out of this situation. My little sunshine in a stone. Guten Abend, Ange. Glad you can make it. So the orange calcite picks you up, elevates you. I mean, like today, I've been out in that sun this morning and I am literally glowing. I am just like, you know, nothing is going to dampen this ray. My rays are shining. And it's the same with orange calcite. Bring that in, and whatever you're going through, focus on, allow you to focus on the positives. Keep going, keep going. You're going well. You're on the right track. You're going with that. It's only going to heighten your positive attitude. So if we are a little bit down in the dumps, we're not going to go further. That's the lowest. Bring in orange calcite. It's going to pick up those positives like seeds, and those are going to grow and blossom. And you're just going to feel that, okay, the only way is up. The only way is up, baby. So yeah, orange calcite is beautiful. Such for mood shifts, there's no better for it than orange calcite. Similar to that, but working on a completely different level, is amber. And amber is, for me, it's a protection. So if we've come out of that mode and we just need something to support us, we just need to be in this energy while we're recovering. Amber is great for that. And it's that resin. It's that amber honey resin. So it's not fast. So this is great for those who just need to have more time to be in that energy, to feel more and to take longer progressing. I would bring in amber. Great for protecting the aura. So while we're just reflecting, while we're just thinking about things, we could put up this golden bubble of amber and allow the and just allow that just to soothe us. And yeah, it's not going to be fast. If we're somebody who can't be doing with fast things and, you know, going from Z to A in 60 seconds, then bring in the amber. Give yourself the time to recover. Give yourself time to reflect and to get up there. It's beautiful. Such lovely pieces. Amanda, you love orange calcite and use it along with pink opal when feeling down. Yeah. Funny you should say pink opal. I've not gone for pink opal. But the next one I'm going to go for is green opal. But we're still thinking around the heart energy there. I like that. So you had your pink opal, and I'm going for the green opal. So this is Madagascar. And again, this is the cleansing. So if the root of the depression, if that's in the heart, if that's down to us, because we can be our own worst enemies. We can be self-sabotage. We can really do a lot of damage to ourselves. So if it's in our heart chakra, if it's our green energy, and the green is for us, if we've neglected ourselves, and that's where the depressions come from. If we're somebody who is always around everyone else's issues and problems, but not on our own, then depression can creep in. So bring in green opal, allow it to cleanse. But also, most importantly, it can fill up that chalice in the heart. So if we are feeling a little bit lack, then let the green opal bring that up. And it's such a positive stone, such a positive crystal. You know, in this one, you could go and hide in that, and you don't have to come out until you feel better. Bit of boltoid there. You've also got it in the cracks there as well. No, Ange. No, it's not my amber. It's stock. So, yeah. So the cleansing, that flushing out, giving our heart center a fullness of, okay, we need to start looking differently on things. We need to help ourselves out here. We need to realize what's going on, cleanse and wash out everybody else's problems that have blinded us, and allow us then to see clearly what we need to work on, what we need to look at. So that's okay, Esther. You're always forgiven. So I just love working with green opal to uplift, to enhance our mind and our feelings. The heart chakra is a center of emotions, same as our sacral. So we just need to just look on that and just help us to go through. Same again with anything in our mind, anything in our head, anything that could be there that needs to just dispel. We need to get rid of that negative space, bring it through and run it through. And for me, this is a higher heart chakra stone, but I just love the positive energy of this. And this is kunzite. And the mineral in kunzite is lithium. So although we use it on the higher heart to reach out onto a spiritual level to connect to the higher planes, the lithium in kunzite can really soothe our mind. The lithium in it is great for calming the mind down. Yeah, the skull. The skull was green opal. So kunzite is the lithium base. Lithium is a calming, gentle, shuts down your mind. So if we've got 1,000 thoughts going on and we're just like, I don't know which one to act to, I don't know which one is going to benefit me more, I don't know what's going on. And these thought processes, these things that are coming in, when these thoughts are going in, that's what could lead to a depression. It's because it's eating away at us. It's eating away at our mind, and we just don't know what to think on first, what to act on, what to ignore, what to tell to go away. So we need that quiet time. We need to just shut off our mind, stop thinking, stop overacting in that, switch it off. And so lithium, which is also in lepidolite, which is another crystal you could use. But for me, the regalness, the gentleness of kunzite is amazing. And it really brings us back into our higher self. So really bringing us, not just into the 3D world, but into the higher dimensionals. So not only realizing that we don't need to think that way, we don't need those thought processes, it also makes us feel bigger, more powerful than what we were. So yeah, I love kunzite for that. Really, really allowing us to make giant steps. If you're somebody who needs amber, I wouldn't suggest kunzite, because in the raw piece, you would see the striations in the kunzite. So we know that works directly. So if you're in an amber energy and you just want it to be gentle and to come in a softer, slower way, then you wouldn't need kunzite. Keep with the amber, keep with that slow moving energy. But for some people, we just need to switch off and then, right, now let's go. So bringing in kunzite will really help with that. The opal that I showed before, was it this one? Was it the freeform? So the amber there, no, this is green opal. So this is the one I might have been showing just before Esther came on. Beautiful, beautiful. But this is my favorite piece. This often finds its way into our personal possessions, that piece does. So that's kunzite and how that can help us with our moods, upliftment. And then also, one of the first things we need to do when we feel this mindset, when we're feeling depressed, we're feeling at our lowest, the first thing we need to do is speak. We need to talk about it. We need to get it out there. We need to vocalize this. And being Brits, we are crap at doing this. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but I just did. So this video might not go onto YouTube because I just said the C word, not the C word. And especially men, we are not good at talking about our feelings, talking about our emotions, and we bottle it up. And it's that bottling it up that creates the snowball effect that just mounts it up, mounts it up, mounts it up, and makes it huge. Whereas if we actually turn around and spoke, we would find out how easy it would be. So to talk, to get it out there, blue calcite. Allow it to activate our point of communication, our throat chakra. And it's just such a cool, soothing stone. So again, if we need to talk about our mood, we need to talk about our mindset, what we're thinking of, the effects of the depression. We need to talk about that. But then we might get the anxiety because, oh God, I need to vocalize this. And it might show my weak side. It might show that, I'm not strong. Forget that. Calcite will comfort, support, and allow you to speak your truth, which is what we need to do. It's really, really important to get it out there. because there's nothing better than to speak to somebody and to find out they're thinking the same, and to be like, oh, okay, they're thinking the same. And just to express that really, makes you realize you're not alone. So you should always, what if you have no choice and you have to bottle it up? Sandra, I don't think for me, there should never be a choice. You should never, if you're in somewhere where you have to bottle it up, you need to change that situation. You should always have a choice. You should always be able to express. You should always be able to speak. So if you want a private message, to go in a bit further with that, you're more than welcome to, Sandra. But yeah, we should not be in an environment where we have to bottle our thoughts or our emotions or our feelings up. We should be able to allow that to come out. So it's so comforting, Esther, and just to hold that. And it's a great one to go through again if we're going through counseling, if we're going through a therapy, if we're going into a group meeting. Bring in the calcite. You're not there to listen to everybody else. You're there to put your side across and to be included. So bring blue calcite to those sessions and really feel the benefit, really let it sink in. And whatever you're saying, you're not going to get angry. You're not going to get frustrated. You might get a bit upset because we're releasing. So we might show tears, but it's not going to be anger. The calcite's going to cool that anger, that attitude. So it allows us to say something calmly and more stable and more supportive. I love blue calcite. Absolutely a good one to sleep with, Ange. You should never sleep with blue calcite. Especially if we have those weepy moments, when we, if we're having that wobble and we just want to tuck ourselves away into bed and have a little cry, hug this. Just hug the calcite and it's so nice. It just holds you, just comforts you and supports you. So it's like, oh, you want to have a cry? That's okay. I could just hold you while you cry. Have you finished? Do you feel better? Good. That's what I wanted to do. So, it's just telling you that we don't bottle up your emotions. Don't be afraid to cry. Even if you want to do it behind closed doors and let no one else see your tears, that's fine. We need to get it out. We need to get that. And so blue calcite is a nice one to do that for. It really moves the flow. I like the sphere. It is a beautiful stone. Nice cooling. Yeah. We could even take it to the third eye, blue calcite. Again, so one that's soothing. If you're thinking that kunzite's going to be too fast acting, and you want something just to slowly cushion your thoughts. Yes, strawberry quartz. Absolutely, Esther. I used strawberry quartz the other day on the heart chakra yantra board. There was strawberry quartz on that. I might bear with, because it's not a stone I bring out very often, so bear with. So I've only got tumbles in strawberry quartz, because I like to tumble. I like to grid with this, and we don't really, we never really see much of it. So this is strawberry quartz. It's a very pale pink. So again, a real nice heart chakra. Nice for forgiveness. Nice to just, if you need to forgive, if you need to just find the strength in that, bring in the strawberry quartz. Yeah, I don't use it very often, and I opened up me because the other day I was out gridding in the garden, and I opened up me sewing box with all my tumbles in. That's my healing box really, because I only use tumbles really to heal and wands. And I came across them. I was like, oh, I think the last time I perhaps saw them was doing the Lysiniate. Yeah, I need to work with them more often, I think. Thank you for that suggestion, Esther. So I'm happy for any of you. What is your go-to stone? And like I said at the beginning, these can intermingle. So those that we discussed yesterday, those 6, they can so absolutely come into this category. And these 6 here, can go over to yesterday's about anxiety. They can absolutely mix and match and interlink there. And also, sometimes don't feel afraid of being wrong when choosing that crystal, because it's all about being in that moment. And so for what some people might use for anxiety or for depression, other people might not, and that's absolutely fine. I feel like I need to show a crystal while I'm talking. So look at your collection and see what it is in that time, what it is that you need to go to, because it's all about that comforting realization, grounding, stabilizing. We need to be grounded and stable through that. Yeah. If you need something more for forgiveness, Ange, I like rhodonite. Rhodonite is my forgiveness stone. I love holding that and, finding the power to forgive. Oh, and look what my bear's just done. So that is the picture of my grid that I did the other day. Normally when I'm gridding, and this is one of Esther's yantras here, so normally I would have something in the center, but I love the star and the moon on this, so I left it plain. And then the 3 pink stones that are making the triangle is kunzite. And then the 3 green crystals that are going down are dioptase. Then I've got green calcite there, chrysoprase. I've got green opal, jade, rhodochrosite, manganese, green aventurine, and beryl on the outside there. And the strawberry quartzes are at 12 o'clock and at 6 o'clock. They're in the groups of 3s. So, yeah, so black tourmaline, rose quartz, and ametrine. Yes, Esther, I like ametrine for, yeah, you've got the lovely, you've got the nurse. You've got the amethyst there, which is the nurse. And then you've got the citrine, which is like the nurse coming along with your medicine. And the citrine is that cup of power. And sunstone, absolutely. I didn't bring sunstone because I felt we spoke a little bit too much about that and about it being very positive, and for seasonal affective disorder. So, but yeah, Lucy, sunstone, absolutely. Sarah, my go-to combo for anxiety and or depression is sunstone. Yep. Amber. Yep. Imperial topaz. Absolutely. And sometimes citrine with it too. Yeah. Yeah. And also, if we are feeling a little bit meh, which was my word of yesterday, meh, I always put citrine on my heart chakra, to bring that jump start, to really, when I put citrine on my heart, it's like I've got somebody leaning over me with those defibs. Really just gives me a jolt, brings in that joy, brings in that upliftment. So yeah, if we're a little bit out of sorts and we're feeling our mood dipping, you could try putting a bit of citrine on your heart chakra. I know that was the yantra board was actually our wedding present from the lovely Esther, and we even got to choose the wood, which she did very craftily. She tried to make out that she had a commission and she had 3 slices of ash and she didn't know which one to use. So she messaged us and says, which one of these boards do you think is the nicest for a commission I've got for a lady? And we went, oh, we like that one. And lo and behold, that was the wood that she used to make that beautiful design on. So yes, we do need to do the gridding day. We need to do the gridding workshop for you guys. Very important that that gets done before we go back to all sorts. But is there any questions at all on any of these crystals or anything we've done over the 2 days? Just got a couple of, well, we've got 10 minutes to discuss anything. So yes, Anne. We need to have a chat with Esther. I want this to be a collaboration. Leslie, what is it with you, with these stones that come into your life and then disappear? Did you ever find that mystic Merlinite heart? The other week you were connected with that and that disappeared. But also there might be reasons for it. And it might be because the job has been done and it needs to go and serve a purpose somewhere else. Like I said, lovely Anne, speak to you soon, sweetheart. I've had so many crystals that have come in and gone again. And it's just like, whoa. But then sometimes they do come back. They are around and about. I've still got a bag of moldavite somewhere around. But Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you found the Mystic Mennonite Heart. Absolutely. But I hope you found that a little bit insightful, a little bit helpful. Obviously, there's a lot to consider with anxiety and depression. It all depends on, where it is. Is it physical? Is it emotional? Is it mental? And the background of it, where it stemmed from, the root cause. But this is why with anxiety and with today, I started with something in the base with smoky quartz. We've got the sacral covered there with the orange calcite and the amber. We've got the hearts with the green opal and the kunzite. And then we've got the throat with the blue calcite. Then we've also got the third eye and the crown with kunzite there as well, which can go on as for its secondary chakras. So yeah, need to think of what to do on Thursday, but that will come to me. So just a recap of what's happening tomorrow. We have the lovely Jo Dutfield coming on tomorrow. So as soon as we've gone through our connections, we'll get her on board, have a little chat about how she got into spirituality, how it came to her. Then we're going to talk about energy clearing from the personal selves and from home, and a home, clearing the energy out of that. Then she's going to she's going to do some oracle cards for us. But she is a medium, and she has said that should anyone step forward to pass on a message, she has asked if it's okay to do so, and I've said yes. So if someone does step forward with a message, she will deliver that. If it does resonate with anybody who is on live, I would really appreciate if you came on board face to face, so she can strengthen that connection and deliver a better message, if that makes sense. So that's then Friday, we've got our amazing market going around the world again. And then Saturday, we have the lovely Helen Chapman to talk us into shamanic practicing, shamanic ways, all those bits and bobs. So tomorrow, come on board. Come with your questions. We love questions. We love interacting. And also come to your come on Saturday with your questions about shamanism and bits like that. And then obviously Monday, we're going to have our new development start on Monday, where we're going to ourselves get into the oracle cards, which I'll be bringing the deck to, and I'll be giving you some readings, and then you will give me some readings with the cards. So love to you all. Thank you so much. I'm keeping these videos short because it's glorious out there. Enjoy it. They'll be getting us back to work soon. All the best. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.